usually is. There's a big computer station here, there's a GPS system over here, a connection hub over here, a power control box over here, and this box over here is the interface to the car itself. So this box over here talks to the car and lets us, by computer, actuate things like steering, brake, and gas, the throttle. Then, also important, is this perception of the vehicle. So you see down here, sensors on the wheel over here. These guys over here, slightly dusty, they are sensors, and they are able to perceive the environment and build a model inside the vehicle as to what the environment looks like. And the last important thing is when you get inside the driver's cabin, this looks very much just like a very normal driver cabin, except there's a few extra switches, and these are the switches where you go from human control to computer control. So when you flip those, the car drives itself, and you have multiple switches for things like gearbox and throttle and turn signals and so on. That all together is the car. The last thing that I can show you is called software. So what really drives this machine is not the hardware, it's the smarts that's in the computer programs, it's the artificial intelligence. And that's what this car does exceptionally well.
For Stanford's autonomous vehicle team, this project is about something much more audacious than winning big prize money in the DARPA challenge. After all, that's something they've already done back in 2005. For them, it's really about building the future.
I'm very confident at some point during my lifetime we're going to see cars that drive themselves. I'm going to have a button in my car that says, bring me home to my garage, and fall asleep, it's going to drive me home, and I'm going to be better off. Because every year in this nation we kill something like 42,000 people in traffic accidents, mostly because of human error. If we can make cars safer, if they can drive themselves, we can make blind people drive, we can make old people drive that otherwise couldn't drive anymore, children. Or me, when I'm fatigued, or God forbid, had a beer too much after a night in the pub. I think there's so many benefits of this technology, it's going to be really great to have.
Okay, that's it. Give you something I haven't seen before. So anyway, you can see how much the technology has developed, even in the last 5 years. In 2004, you see even no robot cars can finish a desert track. And in 2007, you could already see cars can finish some urban track. Certainly relatively slowly right now, but imagine with the advance in hardware and software, and someday, just like as you said, you could have car drivers everywhere. And that's really important, not just for drunk drivers, but really for senior people, people who are getting old and couldn't drive very well. And if you don't have a car, here in Los Angeles, really you are very limited. And suppose you are still mentally active, right, and you still want to go to a lot of places, and you don't have people to drive you around, then the only choice in the future could be a robot car. Just tell him, drive me to Disney Park. It does.
I wanted to say that I'm surprised that they haven't actually created something that's on the road right now. I mean, I know they have things that, like the Mercedes, it has, if you swerve off, it alarms you, and they have sensors. But like the military, they have all those drones that they use.
Yeah, the military certainly are very interested in this. They can save people's lives. Get this machine. Even the machines are expensive, right? It's much better than person's life. I think one reason it has not been much commercialized is the technology is not very mature. It's still relatively slowly, not being tested very well. We saw a lot of promises, but if you turn the promises into reality, it still needs a lot of work, and especially it needs the industry, it needs market in some sense. Remember how long it took for the hybrid car to come to market. I think even in the 80s, it already researching and making it possible, but it took a lot of time for it to be a real commercial product. It needs a market. Eventually, if car search can cost you a fortune, you have to come down, the price has to come down in order for it to be But eventually, I would think, inevitable, that is inevitable thing that you will see in the future. We do have a big market, especially I think seniors really. Right now, after you are 75, it's really hard to drive. It's not easy to take care of the crazy road.
But I don't know, seriously, in the future, how much of a use we're going to have. A lot of countries, they use underground, like London. They don't have, it's so expensive to have a car. Everybody, they use buses, double-decker buses, or they use taxis. Only the very, very wealthy has a car and drive. So they use, I don't.
Those are in the big cities,
Right.
especially in very crowded big cities like London, New York, maybe Paris. But here in Los Angeles, I doubt that we will have that situation very soon. Still, it's so spread out, and if you don't have a car, like some people say, you don't have a leg. Really, you can't go anywhere. So, given if the population here don't grow as fast as we imagine, it won't be regarded. You have to rely upon the taxi and bus. And the bus system in Los Angeles is terrible. We all know that. Yeah, but this is just another thing to show the future of so-called AI, the artificial intelligence. It has some relation to the topic today, but not much. The topic today, the car is free to make choices depending on the road situation. Any questions regarding the last part? Yeah, by the way, I already posted the final paper summary online and also email you. So if you have time to take a look, if you have any questions, let me know. I don't know whether it's detailed enough. I don't know whether it's helpful. But those are basic instructions, and there are some simple topics, and some topics are detailed. Give you an outline, and some topics are just a topic. Choose your position. So if you have any concern or question, let me know. And you're really welcome to email me, talk with me about your topic, see whether it is a good way to go, whether that's a good direction to explore. Usually I give you back some feedbacks. Sometimes I couldn't help you a lot. I don't know how to make the topic a good topic, but most of the time I will help you. I hope at least it's a topic you are interested in, and that interests you, that puzzles you, that troubles you to some degree, and you want to figure it out. And the purpose, the goal is really, I want to find out what your case. I want to find what you choose. We talked about that today, whether it's good to find out what you choose. Sometimes, like the Dumbo, the elephant, maybe it's not that good to find out what you choose. Then it eventually will say, it's a good thing. You have to mature. You eventually have to face the reality. Sooner or later, right? If not in our generation, maybe the next generation. So anyway, for the purpose, for the paper purpose, is really to find out what is the truth, not just what is popular, what is useful, but rather what is true. Any other comment, questions? A little bit review of what we did last time. We studied the brain. Some people ask, why do we study the brain? It had nothing to do with philosophy. It had nothing to do with, say, mind. Not really. If you are not a substantialist today, then you know that the mind is really dependent on the brain, and all the mental